Hey, how are you guys doing? Oh, I forgot about the music, the sound. I started very well. I'm a genius. Well, I don't want to put it again. I will just say what's going on in that video. It was what we call a camp in the. Yeah, it was me. It was me. You couldn't hear it because I completely forgot about that. I have blocked other audio on this area, so I don't get fucked with audio. Should have done something else there. Anyways, let me tell you what was that about. That is what we call a camp, and that was united under Israel. It's one of the several splinter groups of the Black Hebrew Israelites. What their beliefs were there, they were saying Jesus wasn't black. It was black, I mean. And this was not Jesus, the thing that they were doing. That image in the lady's church that she was pointing out was not Jesus. It's a lie by the white man, as you may have noticed. But let's start with the beginning. Who are the Black Hebrew Israelites in there? In like the thing. The Black Hebrew Israelites are not, let's start with what they are not. Black Hebrew Israelites are not Jewish. They are not Jews. They completely deny any kind of combination of being like nearby Jews. And they say that Jewish people are not from Israel. They are like fakers. They are what they call the so-called. They use it like a lot. The so-called Jew. Well, they are not all like that, because there's also several subdivisions about the Black Hebrew Israelites. The starter, so we will have to go from like the beginning and start going up. We have to start from somewhere, The first guy, if I'm not mistaken, that we have to talk about is about the late, let's call it the early 20th century. Frank Cherry. This was a man who was he was like, weird for a start of his life. There's not a lot about his early life, and as such, you can assume that he wasn't Jewish. He had no connection with Hebrew people or Yiddish people. He had no type of like talk with people. Although he was a Mason. He was a Freemason, a Scottish Freemason. Yes, but in his early life, he claimed to be a prophet. At some point in his life, he had like this vision when he was working in metallurgy, and basically in his vision, he said African Americans are descent of the ancient Israelites. Well, when he was traveling, because he was a sailor, also metallurgist in like Pennsylvania, I think. Maybe I'm mixing two together. Let me check. He was a sailor, sorry. He was only a sailor, not a metallurgist, so the vapors of metallurgy weren't part of his prophecy. It was probably his sailor drugs. Anyway, he in the late 1800s became a preacher, and he started to preach that white people were evil, inherently evil, and they were hated by God. From there, his beliefs started to spread like wildfire until the 1950s. He established the Church of God, which is one of the several groups that were there. Cherry is one of the starts of this place. He's the first branch of the large tree of Black Hebrew Israelites. Like, he had one of the prophecies was that the earth was square, and on the other side that Jesus will come in the year 2000 and start a race war. You know, he had all of the several things that the normal black nationalists have, which is this guy and that guy were black, Adam and Eve were black, God was black, Jesus was black, everyone was black. You know, he had everything. Really? This was just Cherry, and he died in around the 60s in America. He never in his life converted or studied anything about Judaism. He was the first Black Hebrew Israelite. And that goes to the next Black Hebrew Israelite that was important. He died a lot year earlier, but lived along this other guy. He was called William Crowdy. He was a soldier, preacher, entrepreneur, pastor, whatever you want. And he was the first guy that invented the first big church. He started the Church of God and Saints of Christ, which was a Black Hebrew Israelite place. And this is the interesting part. William Crowdy was the one that invented the term that blacks were descended of the 12 lost tribes of Israel. Further down the line, not only black peoples were descent of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, but also Native Americans and South Americans. And yes, if you check the thumbnail I used, interestingly enough, you will find that if you check the thumbnail, you will see down there, below every other thing, it says Uruguay. Because Uruguay is where one of the Hebrew tribes comes from. No, the other way around. One of the tribes of Israel went after, everything happened. Let me have a quick look for it. There are 12 tribes, and the blacks were the tribe of Judah, the West Indian blacks were the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Levi were the Haitians, the tribe of Ephraim were Puerto Ricans, the tribe of Manasseh were the Cubans. Yes. The Black Hebrew Israelites are known for having this weird LARP getup. You see, when we started, when I started the day in my server, I posted an image, right? And I said, "Good morning, LARPers." Those guys were Black Hebrew Israelites. You will notice, the guy on the middle to the left has a Star of David on his, a Star of David. They're a very weird group of people. We are going to, you would tell Mom, I'm going to go play D&D right now. Don't bother me. I'm really going to go and talk with the Black Hebrew Israelites. Mom, I'm actually Jewish. You didn't know. I'm thinking a very an extremely well thought out piece. But let me continue. The tribe of Simeon was Dominicans. The tribe of Zebulon was Guatemala to Panama, Mayans. The tribe of Gad was Native American Indians, all the Native Americans into one tribe. The tribe of Asher were the Colombian to Uruguay, which were Incans, which is completely wrong because there were no Incans in Uruguay. The tribe of the Mexican, or the Aztecs, were the Ischar, which there were several other tribes in Mexico, and the tribe of the Napoli are in Argentina and Chile. You know, they wanted to cover every part of Latin America to make sure every part had like their own tribe of Israel. So to put it simple, my people come from the tribe of Asher. You have to know that. You have to know that, man. The native of Uruguay were the Charrua, a very Neolithical tribe that got destroyed in the 1800s. Yeah, in the 1800s by in the what they were destroyed in what's called the massacre of Run If You Can. Yes, it was called Run If You Can. Yes. I'm traducing the name, but it's literally transduced to that. The massacre of the Run If You Can. So, in all intents and purposes, there are no natives of Uruguay. There are some people in Uruguay that say they are from that tribe, the tribe of the Charruas, but nobody believes them. They have no power here. You can live. Jedi mind trick. You don't exist. This is my Euro brand. I'm from the tribe of Asher, my man. Anyway, going back to William Crowdy. William Crowdy mostly was a slave. He was a slave before becoming being a free man. He was a slave because he lived in the 1946. He learned about the Hebrew prophets, and according to oral tradition, what they say, Crowdy was beaten by a slave master at the age of 7 for taking too much corn pone, which is like a food in the time, to feed his sister. So he was a very, very thoughtful person. I have nothing to think otherwise, so I will think that he was kinda nice. Crowdy, after being left, he joined the Union Army and became a united thing. But that doesn't matter. What we are here for is the crazy parts. After in 1893, when he was around 420 to 30, yeah, he would become super strange. He became part of a branch of the Freemasons. I'm not sure what the Prince Freemasons is, if it's specifically. Yeah, now I know. The Prince Freemasons are not the normal Freemasons. I don't know if they're a real lodge or they're a lodge only for black people, but they were the Prince Freemasons. He became a Freemason after that. He began to preach like a crazy person on the streets that he was part of the tribes of Israel, and people started to believe him. And he is regarded normally as the Black Hebrew Israelite movement beginner. This is the actual beginnings. As other members of the Black Hebrew Israelites, he was a Southern Baptist and never became an actual Jew. Or started practice Judaism. Those are more or less the humble beginnings of the Black Hebrew Israelites. Usually, what they say, the teachings of the Black Hebrew Israelites is it uses the book of Deuteronomy. You know, Deuteronomy from the Bible to tell the people what happened to them, why they were like slaved. They use like Deuteronomy 28, 63, something like that, which I will read because I read the Bible here. We here are our Bible readers. We can read the Bible, and it says, the Lord will send you back in ships to Egypt on journey I said you should never make again. There you will offer yourself for sale to your enemies as male and female slave, but no one will buy you. Which is kinda wrong because they were bought. But I differ. That's their belief. They use this like passage to say that the black people were sent to the other side of the earth to be sold as slaves. The Lord. I do like how it's there. Usually they use like their own version of the Bible, which is silly. Yes, it is extremely silly. Also, they use the Bible for other claims, like for example that Jesus Christ wasn't white, which normally Jesus Christ isn't white. Jesus Christ is whatever race the people are practicing, because as you know, there are several images of Christ. I have no idea, but the Black Israelite used this verse of the Bible in Revelations 1:15 that says, "And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters." This is describing like Jesus Christ burned, like dark and burned, and that is as a complete inability of understanding metaphor to say that Jesus Christ is black. And also the final part of like all their like of the you know of the you say the Black Hebrew Israelite canon is about Edomites. What is an Edomite? Edomite is what they claim is the enemy of Jacob. Jacob being the one that descends all the tribes, you know? All the tribes I mentioned before are the sons of Jacob. So basically, Edomites in the lingo of the Black Hebrew Israelites is white people. Every white people is an Esumite, and they are described as hairy and ugly. And also, when they go to heaven, they will become slaves. Also, another part of like their thing is that the Black Hebrew Israelites, basically all religions that are celebrated by Christians are basically the devil's work. So they don't celebrate Passover, and they don't Passover, yes, they celebrate Passover, but like as a Jewish holiday. They don't celebrate Christmas, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving and other non-denominational holidays, basically. Also, there are other like small details that are boring, you know, they don't matter. Other things that like they do like anything that you can imagine that they believe, they more or less believe. They are basically kind of like the Marlboro Baptist Church or whatever, only that they're like extremely like everything. Like what about gay people or trans people? They are the devil's work. What do you believe about racial superiority? Blacks are better. What do you think about who is allowed in heaven? Everyone but whites. Everything you think about that, it's exactly as you believe. Although, let's put it simple. Let's put it like the horses behind the cars, or whatever, or however you say the metaphor correctly. There are two like columns, one bigger than the other. The bigger column is the least extremist one, and this is interesting to tell you about. There is one guy called Ben Ami Ben Israel, which I wanted to talk about to put into context, because not all Hebrew Israelites are evil, crazy bigots that hate everyone. This guy, was called Ben Carter, changed his name to Ben Ami Ben Israel. He was part of Chicago, and this guy was the metallurgist I thought about. He was born in the 20th century, right? And like several times in the history of America, he formed a group of black people and left America. Kinda like Liberia, but he left America to Israel. Right? He first went to Liberia. You know, Liberia was like a colony of the United States, where in the 19th century, the Americans sent all their black people that wanted to leave. They sent them there. It's a shithole, Liberia, yes, but it was a plan that they had. Most people don't remember Liberia. That Liberia was like a colony from America. And we can talk about Liberia another day, because Liberia is another kind of worms. It's a failed project of America. But anyways, they stayed in Liberia for a while, and after I think 10 years more or less, they went to Israel. Right? There they were basically like any extremist sect of the black Hebrew Israelites. They were like they had like the same things. They had like all the Jews here are not actually Israelites. Every people around here is not actually not actually Hebrew. We are actually Hebrew. You guys are posers. Everyone is kinda like shit. You guys should get the fuck away. I'm not going to be part of your synagogue of Satan. But the community in the 90s like made like a 180, and they started to try to become part of Israel. They started to go like, well, this is one of the biggest kibbutz. A kibbutz is like a small farm in Israel. It's a type of farm, a kibbutz. They started to do the kibbutz. They started to be part of the Israel culture. They started to become like soldiers for Israel. And finally, they got accepted in Israel. And right now, their teachings have come down, and they're going like, we're Jewish like you guys. We're kinda Jewish like that. The Jew people kinda started to accept them. You know, and it's interesting because we have like they had like this Ben Ami Israel had like this quote. Let me see if I can find it in my notes. Not really. They became part of it. They became Israel citizens. They became Jewish in a way. It's more, they said they started to talk about like their things at the beginning, and they said we had a lot to think and to pray and to think. We had a lot to grow up to do. Basically, we understand now that we made some mistakes when we started, and now we are a lot better. Now we think we understand this. they it was an experiment that went really well, in my opinion. But you're not here for like the things that went well. Why don't we go back to the things that matter? Let's go to the other column, the more smaller extremist column. For example, did you know that when they want to talk about Jewish persons, the Black Hebrew Israelites go like, instead of calling them Jew, they call it Jewish, like Jewish. I thought it was fun. I found that funny. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys understand that there's Black Hebrew Israelites and Black Hebrew Israelites. There are some people that are crazy and some people that are not in this belief. And I will amount that these people are now kinda well. Are doing kinda well. As I said before, there are several branches right now of the Black Hebrew Israelite, and it's difficult to talk about them. There is the let me see, the guys that we were talking at the beginning were the Israelite United in Christ Church. They're a splinter group of the Israeli School of Universal Knowledge. Let me see. They believe in like the black people. They are using a word I can't use because I will get cancelled if I use it. Hispanic and Native Americans are the true sons of Israel. They're like the ones that started with everyone being part of there. And they are still very active. All of these guys are very active. Let me see, what else can I say? Because this is the difficulty about these guys. Different from the other like belief systems we have been going through, the Black Hebrew Israelites, after like, they don't follow one leader. They don't have like a clean line of belief. It's not like L. Ron Hubbard goes into David Miscarriage kind of thing, or Muhammad Farias, Muhammad Farias, Muhammad Elijah, and then Louis Farrakhan. It doesn't go in a clean line. But what can I say is that they have like these get-ups. They look kinda funny. And they believe more or less the same thing in every one of their things. As I told you before, the Hebrews are the Jews. Christianity is the white man's weapon to set them down. They will when Jesus Christ comes back, he's going to put all the white people down because he's black and they are slavers. And basically they have done some things against the law, but nothing I can say that was anything like interesting or great. So I thought that the best way that we can pass like a bit more is react on content. I was thinking about grabbing some of the videos of street preaching, and I found a few, because that's what they are known about. I wanted to go to let me see. The thing about that is like I want the street preachers because they are quick, something digestible, instead of like 1 hour of a guy barely talking about preaching, barely talking about Jesus Christ being like something or other. Okay, so let's begin with this one over here. Oh, fuck. Do, 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 do. Sorry, 1 second. Let's make it a bit smaller. Hey, Kitalo, how are you doing? I am preaching my new brand of hate. How are you doing, Kitalo? Let me see. This one. Poof. This is a pair. Let's see. I want to hear the Black Hebrew Israelites. Come on, stop. There we go. Can you guys hear? Let me remove this the sound of my audio. Still Immortal, yes. Let me see. Audio. There we go. Now, no, I can't. What do you can't? Okay, let's see. I can barely hear them. I don't want to see some stupid liberal people blocking the fun people. Go away. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, let me stop it right there. I have no idea what they're talking about. Literally, I have no idea. They're just shouting, "It is love!" And that's basically it. I don't understand. That's what I understand what they're saying. I don't know. And the clown liberal people don't let me hear him. No, this is not Islam, Necro. This is not Islam. I have to say, like, they keep it from America. No, this is not Islam, Necro. This is not Islam. This is the Black Hebrew Israelites, and I love that this guy in the middle looks like fucking like I don't know, like a martial artist guy. Look, he even has braces. Look, he's prepared to go and beat some people in an alleyway. The other people are dressed more normally, for exception of like that, like what they're called, like thing on the bottom of the thing. Yeah, he looks like a Mortal Kombat character. Oh, I see what's going on. I understand finally. He is shouting about gay people and saying that that's not love, that's sin. I understand now. No comments. Ugh, go away. I want to actually see the black people shouting. Go away. Look, look, look. All these people screaming around these guys makes me want to join them. They are so annoying. Uh, you see, Necro, listen to this man. He says wearing pants is against God. Necro, never wear pants. Ew. I don't care about this. Go away, go away. I don't care about this guy. He's this guy trying to be funny. I hate him. He's not even funny. It's. I'm just finding it hilarious just hearing to them. I really like hearing them, but this guy is trying to be like super funny. It's. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to another one for now. Fly kick. I wish they would. I totally wish they would. Let me see. Where's the where's OBS? Did it crash? Impossible. I'm still streaming. Now there we go. Let me check. What else? Let me see. I have to find. What's this? What's this video? An encounter with a Hebrew Israelite that challenged her. Let me see. Let's hear how this woman was challenged by the black Hebrew Israelite. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the basic things. As I was telling you back then, the Deuteronomy thing is because they were cursed. The thing about the Bible that I read you a few moments ago, they say that They said that they were cursed. Nothing funny about this. This is just a woman trying to understand under their own lens. I thought it was going to be funny, but no. Enable preview. What the fuck is this? No, 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 no. You got it wrong there. Necro. You weren't on the first part of the stream, so I will explain, make a bit of a quick explainer. The black people are Jews. The Jews are not Jewish. They are not Israelites. They are posers. That's the belief of the BHI. To put it simple. Oh, another one. I don't know from which group is this, but they all dress like superheroes, so I don't know. Um, this is a 12-year-old video. Let me see if I can get English. No, wait, no. Let, let me see if it works. Thank you. But man, they do look super dope. I can understand what they're saying, but does this... Yes, because the woman in the Israelites... Oh. Oh, this is 2 hours of that. I don't have we have 2 hours, but I can check another one. This is... Oh, this is just a guy telling his super dope stories about stopping Hebrew Israelites in the streets. I don't need that kind of thing. I need to watch them do stuff. Um... Oh, I like this one. Yeah, you heard correctly. Some Hebrew Israelites believe that Jesus was King Solomon. Necro, I will just put it here, down here. There is no Western belief. There's no Western belief, like Western or Arabic or Abrahamic belief, that believes in reincarnation. Reincarnation is mostly an Eastern belief. So if anyone talks about past lives, is because they have been influenced by Eastern beliefs. Kind of like how let's call it like occultism of the 19th century had a lot of like past life shit because they were influenced by like the New East. Okay, let's go with this one. Man, these ones are dressed like the Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is this in Vegas? I wasn't. I think I wasn't here. This guy is rapping. Look at this. He's like doing like the look. He's doing like and with like I can't do it because I don't have the rhythm. I can't rap, but I can like he's doing like the rhythm, and I can't do that kind of thing. I don't have it. I'm like as I said before, I'm at least 70% white, so the more black parts of me are like behind like the paywall. I didn't pay for the rap DLC, so I don't have it. I don't know which group is this one. I have no idea what they're talking about. Let me try to understand. Let me see. It is a right to think with God. You know, I can't do it. But he mentioned something about fighting neo Nazis, which fine, okay, whatever. But I don't understand what he's talking about. You can rap with a hip with a sip of some coffee and a bit of a dip to make yourself feel to the mental trip in the motion of flowing quips. Yeah, I kind of, I just need to read it, but I can't rap. Full shizzle. I can freestyle. Like, I have to say one thing. This guy's hands are hypnotic. Okay. You wanna hear this man? Okay, I will post every video I remember in my Discord server, and we can see if we can understand what the fuck it's saying. Okay, I will put it like this. he's saying something that makes sense because he's not talking about black Hebrew Israelite religion. I think he's talking about that he, as a black man, must have the power to defend himself against whatever threat that goes against him. But I don't know what threat he's talking about because he mentioned like neo Nazis and the Klan, and that's basically it. And something about martial arts and the hood. I don't understand much about what he's saying, but I agree. There should be martial arts in the hood. But I do like how they are doing, like in the canon, so da 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 da, and God, he goes like continues talking, and God, and God, and God. They must have practiced this. They must have like Saturday, like a Thursday night to like practice what they are doing. The comments. Ooh. I have to say, I do like these guys. They have like a weird getup, and I like them. This must be a least extremist, maybe a least extremist. Let me check my notes. Maybe I have an idea who they are. Uh, True Nation. No, they don't seem like I found about the first group, but this other one, I have no idea who they are. This must be a non-extremist faction. Let me see. Uh, let's see. This is 2.5 minutes. Let's see. This will be like the last video we watch because we're at the 1 hour mark, and I think that's the best moment to like stop these kind of videos. So we will watch this one, and I think this will be for today. I will be streaming in the nights. Okay. See you. See you. Let's see. Okay. Uh, I see. What they're doing. This is a discussion between like, oh, I think they're all Gentiles. I believe no Southside Rabbi. No, they are like Black Hebrew. No, they are actually Jewish. I think they're Black Jewish. I don't know. Da 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 da. Da. They're. I think they might be Jewish. I'm not so sure. Yeah, I'm just grabbing this video. I don't know if this guy is actually like Black Hebrew Israelite or a Jewish person, but it sounds Jewish. Yahweh. No, they're Christians. Method? What was that? What? Why did someone shout? Yeah, no, no, this one is this was a doozy. This one is was an actual important interaction. Da, 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 da. Eh, one more. Let's see. One more. No, natural vision. 1 hour. No. Uh. There was something over there. Anyways, I do believe that this is enough for now. If you want me to talk more about them, I will do something about it after I finish the 2 videos I have been trying to finish because I'm lazy. Shit. And we will talk more about it later. For now, we can stop, smell the flowers, and have a nice day. You know, I did really enjoy studying the Hebrew Israelites. I didn't enjoy having to check every kind of like branch and little branch that this thing had. It is very different the others. I should have talked a bit more about their connection with the Nation of Islam, but there's not much. I should have talked more about the Hoteps, which are hilarious. I should have really have talked about the Hoteps. Maybe I should do a video about Hoteps, but I have been talking about too much black people, so I should like be more diverse and talk about some other crazy religion from Asia or something like that, because I'm too Western at this point. Too Western. Or maybe it's something from South America. Like, I don't know, maybe talk about Oshun Rikyu or something else. You know, I will do a vote as last time, and see if we talk about something else that, like next time. I hope you find this informative. For starters, because there's a lot of information left. There's a lot of information left about these guys. Right? So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Call me in the morning, or if it lasts more than 4 hours. See you soon. Good night. Well, not good night, because I'm going to stream in the night. Good evening. And see ya.